doing well today. I'm so happy to have you back here again for another one. So in last week's vlog, I did a crystal haul, which you guys loved. I received such positive feedback about it. All of the crystals that I unpacked were all from Cheese Aura crystals. So I thought, since you guys loved last week's video so much, that this week I would do a video about my recommendations and go-tos for somebody who's just starting out with their crystal journey, crystal collection. I have quite a few. As you guys have seen from past videos, my collection is always growing, hence why I did a haul, because I ended up getting 13 new pieces to add to my collection, which they're so stunning. I couldn't be more happy with just the packaging, the way they come. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a crystal girl, okay? I love crystals. I love healing crystals. I love learning what they represent, what their properties are. I love seeing how I can implement them into my daily life, into my habits, how I can use them in meditation, for helping me to sleep, for helping me to focus, bringing out my creativity, like all of these reasons and so much more, just harnessing this type of energy into your life. So I thought this week that it would be really fun to show you guys what my go-to pieces are. And when I say go-to, I mean for somebody who's just starting out on their crystal journey or crystal collection. If somebody is wondering, like, what are some of the staple pieces that I need to have before really diving into anything else, those crystals that I think really lay a good foundation to grow your collection, that's what this video is going to be all about, okay? And I'm so excited because I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while, but it's taken me some time because I had to really sit and think and be intentional about what I would recommend to you guys. But today I'm going to break it all down for you guys. I've got 7 different crystals that, for me, in my opinion, are such great go-tos. They are really, I think, some good cornerstones to have when you are just starting out and you're looking to introduce crystals into your life, into your routine, and just wanting to learn more, but you need some place to start. That's what this video is going to be all about. So I really hope that you guys enjoy these recommendations, because these are also the stones that I feel like I started out with as well. And then from there, I went on to build upon this little collection that I had. But these are the ones that I really started out with and that I feel like I resonate most with. And I'm going to break down the properties, what chakra points they connect back to, even some of the planets they connect back to if you're into that. But I just love learning about them so much, and I really enjoy making videos like this that are a bit more informational about things that I'm genuinely passionate about, and crystals is something I'm really passionate about. In case you couldn't tell, crystals can be a really big help, but you need to know what it is that you're looking for and what direction to go in. You need these a part of your collection, especially if you're just starting out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first on the list of go-to crystals for me, it's gotta be clear quartz. You guys, if you don't have a clear quartz, you need to get a clear quartz, especially if you are just starting out. Clear quartz, not only does it correlate to all of the different elements, so air, fire, water, earth, clear quartz is also an amplifier. So what that means is if you wanted to pair clear quartz with, say, an amethyst, amethyst is really good for like harnessing and strengthening your intuition. And say you wanted to really amplify that energy of getting back into that strong intuitive energy, if you wanted to pair a clear quartz with an amethyst, it's really good for something like that. Being an amplifier, it's great to pair with other crystals, and it won't necessarily interfere with the properties of those other crystals, which I think is really neat. Clear quartz connects back to your crown chakra, and it also connects to the sun. So that's its like planetary base. Clear quartz is known as that master healer crystal because, again, it is an amplifier. So anything that you pair with it, it's just gonna bring in that energy that much more, which I love. And it is also a really good crystal for healing. It is a great crystal for harmony, for just harnessing that balanced, stable energy. If you want to really get clear in the mind, clarity, obviously clear quartz is great for that as well. Clear quartz is such a great staple. It is a go-to. And funny enough, this is my only piece of clear quartz. I feel like every other crystal that I have multiple pieces of like one kind, but this is my only piece of clear quartz. But I love it so much. I've had it for so long. You can really never go wrong with the clear quartz, which is why it is for sure the first on my list. Clear quartz, you need it. So next up on my list of go-to crystals is Lapis Lazuli. I can't even begin to explain to y'all how obsessed I am with Lapis Lazuli. I run through these like nobody's business because I give so many of them away. I think they make such great intentional gifts because these are really like such a master crystal. They are exquisite in not only their properties, but just how far back they go and how ancient they are. I'm totally in love with them. So the element that Lapis Lazuli connects back to is water. Lapis Lazuli also connects back to your throat chakra and your third eye chakra. So 2 chakra points that we are amplifying with this one. And one of the beautiful things about Lapis Lazuli is it's actually 3 crystals all wrapped up into one. So lapis is a combination of calcite, lazurite, and pyrite. Lapis is all about your inner truth, your inner power, your protection, like really knowing who you are and standing strong in that. Lapis Lazuli connecting back to your throat chakra is also great for speaking your truth, for communicating with a kind heart, but also with conviction, like really giving you the confidence and the reassurance to say what you need to say, but in a way that's true to you and in a way that'll be well received. Lapis Lazuli is great for that. Lapis Lazuli is all about that inner power, that inner strength, that inner knowledge. And that's why I think it's such a staple stone to have, because who doesn't want to be amplified in themselves, you know what I mean? And just their strength in their being. You want to be comfortable in who it is that you are, and I think Lapis Lazuli is one of the better stones of helping you to really tap into that energy and feel really comfortable about that. And I think that's really cool. So funny story about this piece in particular, I was at a crystal shop with a friend of mine, and for some reason that day I just kept seeing like the evil eye symbol and like wanting a piece of jewelry or something that just coordinated back to that, maybe like a little bracelet or necklace, just something regarding evil eye. I had it in my mind, and I'm looking around and nothing's really jumping out at me. And then I happened to notice a tray of palm stones, which is what this shape is. Again, everything was like, okay, but I still had it in the back of my mind, like this evil eye, evil eye. Something told me to pick up a stone that was lying on top, and when I did, this was peeking out at me. I mean, y'all see that, right? Does this not look like an evil eye to you? I just thought that was so amazing. So for that reason, this piece is just so special to me. I just really feel like the universe wanted me to have this at the time that I found it, and I feel so lucky to have found this. Like, it's insane. It looks just like the evil eye symbol. I'm telling you, when you're in need of something, I feel like the universe has a way of making these things known to you or putting you in places where you're gonna pick up that little thing so that you can discover what's hiding underneath, and it'll be exactly what you've been wanting or looking for. So with this piece of Lapis Lazuli, that's exactly what happened, and I'm so happy that I have it now in my collection. Lapis Lazuli, definitely one of the stones that you need in your collection. So since we brought up lapis, it's only right that the next crystal on this list is pyrite. Pyrite, this is just one of the most magnificent, gorgeous, stunning, like breathtaking crystals I've ever seen in my life. Every piece of pyrite that I have looks completely different from the other. They're just so mesmerizing, so beautiful, so glistening. Like when I think of crystals in my mind, like that cliche image of a crystal, it's this. It's this for sure. It is gorgeous. Pyrite is actually also known as fool's gold because back in the day when miners would go looking for gold, they would stumble upon pyrite and assume that it was gold. I mean, look at it. It looks like a big chunk of gold. And then later on would find out that it's actually pyrite. The elements that pyrite connect back to are going to be fire and earth, and the chakra that it connects back to is your solar plexus. So pyrite is all about optimism, creativity, luck, logic, things of that nature. While on one hand, it does help you to, I feel like, attract and come into fruition with abundance, with wealth, with luck. It also coordinates back to your logic and intelligence. So pyrite is a really great stone to keep around you if you are just looking to have a clear mind and basically cut out the BS. And what I mean by that is it helps you to see things unbiasedly. It helps you to really tap into the root of what's around you without any false rose-colored glasses. Like you're gonna see the truth and see it for what it is, whatever it is. Pyrite's that stone that's gonna help you get your perception in check, basically. Pyrite's also a great stone for protection and just helping you feel safe and stable in your being. So, for these reasons, and because it's just so pretty, pyrite is definitely a part of my go-to crystals. So up next on the list is black tourmaline. I love black tourmaline. As you guys know, I have a necklace that I wear every single day that is a raw cut of black tourmaline. I actually just bought it wrapped like this and then got a little simple chain from Tiffany's just so I can wear it around my neck even like when I'm in the shower and stuff like that, and it won't tarnish, because black tourmaline is one of those crystals that if you get it wet, it's okay. There are certain crystals that are recommended to not get wet. Pyrite is one of them, and the reason is because they are a little more porous. The black tourmaline, being that it's a little harder than most, it can get wet and it won't erode as easily as some other crystals. So the element that black tourmaline connects back to is earth, and then the chakra point that it connects back to is your root. So the root is all about balance, stability, safety, protection. Black tourmaline is also a great stone that repels negativity. So what it'll do is absorb whatever negative energy might be in the atmosphere and repel it away from you so that you're left with your peace and your love. And who doesn't want that, you know? And I think that's why this is the one that I choose to wear on my neck every single day, because I really like having that feeling of protection around me, of stability around me. Black tourmaline also represents vitality, and more so within your physical body. So it will physically make you feel good. It will give you physical energy to complete the tasks you need to do, to go and stretch, to exercise, to just get the ball rolling. Black tourmaline is really great for that. So protection, stability, vitality. For me, black tourmaline is such a staple because I feel like it's a little overlooked sometimes because it's not as flashy, it's not as pretty, but when it comes to that essence of feeling protected, of feeling safe, of feeling good within your physical body, you need one of these. So, black tourmaline. Alright, and up next we have one of my absolute favorites because I love love, and this stone is all about love in all forms, and you guessed it, it is rose quartz. So the elements that rose quartz connect back to are going to be earth and water, and then of course it connects back to your heart chakra, which is so beautiful because the heart chakra is all about unconditional love, self-love, self-worth, just self-healing, healing. It is all about that love in all forms. And that's where rose quartz comes in, with that healing, loving energy. Rose quartz is a stone of caring. It's a stone of kindness. It's a stone of romance. So if you are trying to, I guess, infiltrate more of that romantic energy into your life, rose quartz could be a great stone to work with for that. If you are also in the energy of wanting to connect back to more of yourself, wanting to love yourself more, wanting to dive deeper into that world of self-love, of self-worth, of feeling worthy, rose quartz is a great stone for that as well. And being that it connects back to your heart chakra and the planet of love, Venus, it is all about opening up your heart to new possibilities, to new love. And I spoke about this as well in last week's video. Stone of love, all around, love in all forms. That's what rose quartz is for. And for that reason, because we love love over here, we're always wanting to show the love. We're always wanting to cultivate more love. For those reasons, rose quartz is definitely a go-to. I feel like rose quartz is one of those crystals that if I find a really pretty piece of one, I'm not gonna pass it up. I have quite a few in my collection already. Last week in my haul, I unpackaged a cute little rose quartz elephant that I just got, and I'd never had an elephant before, so I'm so happy to have added it. I have a rose quartz yoni egg. I've got rose quartz tumbles, as you can see, like this one is. Honestly, I don't think you can ever have too many pieces of rose quartz, and for that reason, it is definitely top of the list for us as far as go-to crystals. Alright, so next up on the list, again, another favorite of mine. I am totally obsessed with this. I have quite a few of these as well, and it's gonna be Labradorite. Ugh, y'all, when I say this stone is just like magic, like I'm obsessed with it. It is so gorgeous, so pretty, comes in so many different variations. Like every time I look at a piece of Labradorite, I find something new, and I love that. So Labradorite is pretty sweet because it actually connects back to 3 different chakra points in the body, and that's gonna be the throat, your third eye, and your crown. Labradorite is that stone of transformation, or of being the best version of yourself that you can be when you're going through a period of your life where there's a lot of changes happening and you'd like to just be your best self through it. You'd like to harness it and handle it to the best of your ability. Labradorite is so great for that. It is also such a great stone for harnessing your imaginative abilities and psychic abilities. So if you're wanting to get focused on some creative endeavors, or if you're wanting to just tap into your higher self, into your spirituality a little bit deeper, Labradorite is such a great stone to work with. It's such a beautiful stone to just really build that confidence when it comes to your ideas and new ideas that you may have that you want to go forth and executing, stimulating your imagination, being the best version of yourself through change, enhancing and encouraging your psychic abilities. That's what Labradorite is all about, and it is just, it's so gorgeous, it's stunning. So for these reasons, I think Labradorite is such a great stone to have if you're just starting out, or if you're looking to build your collection and you want to know what some of the first few stones that you need to have are. Labradorite, babes. So last but certainly not least, and I feel like every crystal video that I do, this is always the last, but I guess I'm saving the best for last. It is no other than Amethyst. Definitely a staple, a go-to in anyone's crystal collection, whether you are just beginning, whether you're an OG, whether you have a little, a lot, you need an amethyst, you need a few. I just got my second piece last week in my crystal haul, and I couldn't be more excited. They are both clusters, and I did have a few tumbles in the past, which are just basically smoother pieces of crystals that have been, you know, shaped. But I ended up giving them away to friends. I'm left with these, and I couldn't be more happy with these clusters because they actually act as great charging stations for other crystals. Amethyst is one of those crystals that's a stabilizer, much like clear quartz. So if I'm looking to amplify or even recalibrate the energy of another crystal, I'm looking to cleanse it, I can place it on top of my amethyst cluster, and that will help it to recalibrate its energy, which I think is pretty neat. So the elements that amethyst connects back to are going to be air and water, and then the chakra points that it connects back to are going to be your crown and your third eye. Amethyst is all about spiritual awareness, increasing your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities. Amethyst is a really healing stone, so it really does help you to feel better about yourself or feel better about your surroundings. And it's also a stone that can assist with transformation. So much like Labradorite, where you're kind of, if you're going through changes or transitions and you want to handle them in the best way, just using the tools that you've gained along your journey, and you want to really take those changes in stride, this is a great stone for that transitional time period. Another great thing about amethyst is that it actually transforms energy, so it can repel and dispel negative energy, not only from what's surrounding you, but also from the crystals that you can pair with it, and then what comes out is good, pure, positive energy. Another cool thing about amethyst is that it actually helps you to remember your dreams, and it might even help with insomnia. So if you're someone like me whose mind races all day and night, and you have trouble sleeping because the thoughts just won't stop, placing a piece of amethyst under your pillow might be something that helps you. It might also help you to just remember what it is that you're seeing or experiencing, feeling, tasting, touching in the dream space. You know how dreams sometimes just leave you as quickly as they come? I think amethyst, whenever I've slept with it, because I've tested it out, I tend to remember my dreams. So amethyst is such a great stone for that, and I think that's pretty cool that it helps you in the sleep realm as well. For all of these reasons, amethyst is 1000% a part of this list of my go-to crystals. I mean, are we really surprised? Like, amethyst is that OG. She's that girl. So those are gonna be the 7 crystals that I just wanted to share with you guys today. If you are someone who is starting their collection, you're looking to expand your collection, or you're just trying to figure out what are some good go-to crystals that I need that can act as sort of like the foundation for everything else, this video is for you, and I really hope you gained some value from it. I hope you learned a thing or two, because these are some of my favorites and some of the ones that I started out with, and I hope this was useful to you and what you choose to get next for your crystal journey. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next week with another one. Okay? Bye!